Lots to get to. Let's start off in Alabama, May 30th. So this Piper Warrior was trying to do some training, some night training with the pilot, instructor, and student when the engine quit on their final approach. And the instructor took it to the railroad and had an emergency landing. And it reminded me of the one from January last year when the emergency landing happened right in front of the train. If you remember, they just pulled the pilot out in time. This was in California. Cessna 172 just got destroyed. But anyways, back to the scene. This one was good. There was no trains around. So luckily the two on board had no injuries. It was a Piper Warrior, November 43291, 40 gallons of fuel. Good landing, no leaks, no fire, as you can see. And it happened here in Birmingham Airport. And then I believe they went for the railroad somewhere around this area. You can see all the tracks there. Because there was no injuries, you got the life safety done. Now you have to stabilize the incident. It looks pretty stable. And then now we want to worry about property and getting this aircraft out. There you can see firefighters having a good time. Here it was about 9:50 p.m. And now they're working on getting this towed up. Minimal damage to the aircraft. And the pilot did a good job landing in between the rails of the rail. You can see the wheels aren't even damaged. She came in right in parallel. So awesome job there. Just notice that to the pilot. And, training at night, the student probably got awesome training, firsthand training of what happens at night, engine failure, and how to get it done. So good job to the instructor. Good job to this tow truck company and first responders, all working together to get this aircraft on the flatbed, get it looked out. And you know me, always happy to see the firefighters as well. So thank you, Birmingham Fire Rescue Service. Moving on, Fairfield Township, Pennsylvania, May 31st. You can see this aircraft went right into a truck, damage to the door. Luckily, nobody was sitting on this passenger side seat. The driver was okay, but the two inside of this Cessna were injured. It was a tail dragger, Cessna 180 Skywagon, November 3178 Delta, similar to this one here. Back on the scene, firefighters had to go ahead, make access, check the patients inside the aircraft, check the driver of the truck. There was probably some kind of fuel spills here, so they foamed down the area. They had their hand lines here, checking for any kind of fire that needs to be extinguished. And then here you can see that front end is definitely crushed inward as they're getting this aircraft out. So us as firefighters, we want to go ahead and make sure we do a good head to toe. And check any internal injuries, because they flew forward once they hit that truck. So we want to check their stomach, palpate, and lift and look and listen. Make sure that you get them out. They were flown out to the hospital. This is the capital city airport where it kind of happened, and then it was near this turnpike. Here by this hill, I believe it was like right here. So they shut all this down, and that's where the scene happened. So we can see it live here, the news feed. So they have all the fire services blocking off any traffic coming in from that area. And then there's that hill, and then here's that aircraft sitting on the grass below the trees. Here's the flight aware for any of you that are interested. Now we're off to Japan, May 28th. This Air France aircraft looked like it hit a pterodactyl or something. I don't know what kind of bird strike causes this much damage. Pretty amazing. It was an Airbus A350. Foxtrot Hotel Tango Yankee Alpha was the tail number. And this is kind of how the flight went down. Here's the map as they were leaving Osaka. It had the bird strike and turned around. Here they are taking off that radome. There was damage to the pitot tubes as well. And then getting it checked out definitely looks pretty expensive. And then here's some shenanigans that I wanted to just watch before we leave. So here's this aircraft just zooming through cars. Unbelievable. Crazy things that happen around the world. But hope you like this one. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Arfan Amkioni. See you guys next time.